once she starts popping up in the same guy's story or like something like that every so often, I'm kind of like, who? And I bring him up and I'm like, who's so and so?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I just met him or something like that.
Oh no, but he's been a good friend.
You can actually watch the rest of this podcast on the Down Bad Show on YouTube.
Yo, what if you see, your girl having a good friend that, that she never told you about, and that you're starting to see her in the stories?
Jimmy, what are you talking about? That's big sus.
Sus for sure.
Hands. I'm kidding.
You think that's sus?
Sus for sure.
Yeah.
Sus for sure.
And yeah,
especially if she doesn't if she doesn't invite me somewhere, like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with the girls, or like I'm gonna go out tonight.
But it's always in a group setting, like it's always in a group setting.
But is she not inviting me? Like, what's that about? Is she not inviting me though, or is she kind of like, oh, I'm hanging out with the girls, we're gonna do this? Or
I'm going out here. I just got invited I got dragged out last minute.
Sus for sure. Cause I'm again not the type of person to be like, oh, can I come? But like if she's not inviting me out either, sus 100%. Yeah. And again, like you guys even know, like I'm not really the type to get jealous and stuff like that.
It's sus, but do you think like anything is actually going down though?
I don't think the first thought in my mind would be something's going down. Yeah. The first thought in my mind is kind of just like, why aren't you inviting me?
Because what if she's giving you reassurance? Like it's just like, oh no, like you bring this up and she's like, oh yeah, I just want to have, like I want to have like friend time with, like I don't always gotta hang out.
Nah,
with you.
You can't. And my girl is totally valid to go out with the girls. She's totally valid to go to parties with her girlfriends.
Or not just girlfriend and guy friends.
Totally fine. But once she starts popping up in the same guy's story or like something like that every so often, I'm kind of like, who? And I bring him up and I'm like, who's so and so?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, like I just met him or something like that.
Oh no, but he's been a good friend, right? But she like what's the reassurance that you need to be like, oh, it's not
that she's probably only seeing him like at parties and like big group settings. That's probably the only reassurance I need.
Okay.
I don't think like unless like again if they're going out to dinner or something like that. Or
that's the
or like if it's just a couple of them hanging out, then I'm like, all right, bet, like no, like this is getting weird.
Would you ask that? How would you get that information?
Yeah, like would you ask like, hey, can I see your messages? Or
see again, I don't think I'd hit a girl with that because I'm not the type of person to be like controlling and stuff like that, and I don't want to be controlling either. And I feel like once you cross that boundary,
would you snoop?
I don't want to, bro. I really don't. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like once you're the type of person that starts snooping through someone's phone, it's like at that point
the trust is out the window.
You're done, bro.
I don't even want to know. I don't be snooping because I just don't want to find out. Just be happy.
That's what I'm saying. Ignorance is a bliss.
Yeah, exactly.
Ignorance is a bliss.
That is true.